you heard? You're right.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. I'm afraid I've already...
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not... Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the... I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Ah, Genius Invoke... You see, more...
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing value. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely...
Wow! Another guy you can understand...
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a
It seems he really is capable of communicating with... Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
It was the duels of
So...
Though I'd love to explain...
That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty cardmaster Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely...
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you... Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh!
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So...
Ha! Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd Oh, why are we... if drinks...
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself. A clear mind is necessary to... Prince speaks the truth, Diona.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty. Shuyan.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Okay, let's go through the rules. First things, yes? You should have built a deck. A set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
That's right. We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few... Okay, let me... Oh, that reminds...
Are you sure that...
It's alright. Oh, okay, yeah, I got... Alright, so now we... Yep. So, are you ready? Alright. Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation Simply put, that once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be you. Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start.
Let's finish this swiftly.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions. Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where during the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills. Not bad. You just during the action phase, both sides will take turns making their move. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again. Now, these are omni-element dice. They can... So, we're gonna... That was pretty good! But the game has only just... And after you end... And once everyone... All right! And a fresh new round... Ooh, that's some terrible luck. But don't worry, once per round... When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round, this means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy. And each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy. Once D-Loop's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still 1 short. Never mind. Let's start with the... Diluc's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, you're... Now we have 3 energy. It's time to use.
Verdict is...
In an actual game of Genius Invocation. Next up... Oh, it seems like any move by Kai is gonna cost quite a lot of cryo dice. When you deal
Freeze!
Good! Different types of an elemental at the moment. Oh, that Normally, we can... Now, if in this case... You can spend...
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Switching characters isn't... Most skills can... Alright then, now... Because the opponent is already... When triggered, this will allow you to... Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack. Usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use. Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example. So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card. So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then, you have your blade. Time to test it out. But wait, Diluc's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1. Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character. Sometimes, you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on. In Genius Invocation TCG, keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning. Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a come on, hurry up! Use elemental tuning to get yourself 3 Well, would you look at that? Because you have the white-iron greatsword Now comes the final part! Hoo-yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What? Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you one last trick, free of charge. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intent reference this. Well then, that's the end. Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
Ready when you are.
All right, cool. What we just played was an adventure challenge, Genius Invocation TCG, but the rule...
Although I feel...
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You snuck in without making a sound. Anyway, what are you...
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, this card? It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a
He He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
Eye patch?
Ugh, I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel Share. I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the cat's tail is very intriguing. It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time. Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever. But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3. Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards.
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our first duel? Alright, let's duel.
Unlike the adventure challenge you tried previously, duels are true tests of strength between 2 players. In a duel, at the same time.
I want to help. test 6308. I want to help.
Ready when you are. Dodge this!
According to the rules, it costs dice and energy to unleash an elemental burst. Animal hypostasis emulation!
Cool it!
Need to make adjust. Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation. I can do it. Need to make adjustments.
Let's finish.
Okay. One character card defeated.
Ready when you are. Cool it! Freeze!
Freeze! Where did I go?
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Let's go. Cool it! Freeze! There can be no excuse or defeat.
This will be interesting.
This moment will be frozen in time. This doesn't look good.
I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. The rules must be more complicated than I first thought. Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game. If there was only a way to transplant the arms of the two standby characters onto the active character's body.
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That kind of thing is looked down on in TCG circles.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square. I know that. I just can't stand losing. But it was a fun match.
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive, Sucrose.
I always get a little upset when I lose. It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned. Especially when there's an alchemy genius like Albedo around to compare myself to.
You lost me at alchemy and experiments. But I'm pretty sure it's normal to feel that way. Playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next one to settle the score. And the desire to win pushes you to improve your strategy and build a better deck. Seizing victory through a winning combination of luck, skill, and experience is where all the fun of Genius Invocation lies.
But what if you keep trying and never win a single game?
A losing streak, yeah. That'll definitely get you down. But it's way better to keep trying until you win than to just accept you're a plain old loser and give up.
You make a good point, Diona.
Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our regular booze hounds to match your level. You played well this last match.
Thank you. I'm just a little disappointed to lose, that's all. But Genius Invocation TCG is a really fun game.
Good! Having fun is the main thing. If you ever want to play again in the future, feel free to come by the Cat's Tail. But don't expect me to play with you. I just mean, this place probably has the right atmosphere.
I'll definitely be back.
All right. I think you should have all the basics down by now. I need to get back to bartending. Shiyan's likely been busy making his tavern more popular with his delicious cocktails. Pui, pui, pui. And we can't have that. Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know. So if you need any more help, go bother Shiyan.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
I see. So you have now grasped the rules of Genius Invocation TCG.
That's right! The Traveler, Sucrose, and Paimon are TCG players now! Paimon picked it up from watching you and Sucrose.
Becoming a TCG player is not as simple as that. You cannot call yourselves true TCG players until you have passed the test. Sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society, you have to pass the test. It's just a tabletop card game. I'm not sure how you would plan on achieving something like that. Basically, to become an official and recognized TCG player, you have to best 3 opponents in a duel.
So, you have to win 3 duels against 3 different opponents?
The duel you just played can count towards this tally. I agree. Although I didn't get to observe the match myself, I did listen.
Same way you can.
A well-trained Sucrose, you... Ah, yes, my goodness! Completely slipped my mind.
Oh, Tamae's mentioned it.
Oh, that's right! So the casket of.
Well,
Oh! Paimon can guess what you're gonna say.
that would mean an extraordinary...
Darn! What a letdown. Alright.
All probably for the best. Okay, so go and see
But even for the travel...
I shall... Excellent plan, Prince.
Hello, you 3. Has little Diona finished teaching you the rules of Genius Invocation? Ah, I see you're here for your casket of tomes, aren't you? A very useful tool indeed.
So this is...
That's right.
Yeah, well.
True. So I'm glad that you're not wrong.
Alright. In that case, I'll go find some people to play against too. Thanks.
If we do not make contact... Ah, it's you two. I must admit, this issue of the Dark Knight Hero is proving to be something of a headache. We've just held a meeting to decide on an appropriate course of action. Can you guess what it is? Good one.